Hi and welcome to Jack's Tech World. Today I am going to talk to you about setting up a Cisco router. The one that I'm setting up is specifically a 1921. I'll show you how to set it up through PuTTY. This particular model that I have has the options of connecting to it by USB. That's how I'll be setting it up, but your Cisco router might have only the option for a console cable. I'm going to be doing it through USB. So here we go. We want to enable the router, and then we need to go to config terminal. First things we're going to do is we're going to set up a host name, and I'm just going to go Jags World. And then from here we also want to enable a password, so enable secret. For right now, I'm just going to put password. I'm not broadcasting a password to the world. And one thing we're going to do also is we're going to set up what's called no Ip Domain Lookup. This way, if we put in something wrong, a mistype or something, the router's not going to try and go to the internet and look it up. That gets really annoying. So we're going to enable no Ip Domain Lookup. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the interfaces. So what we want to do is go interface. Mine is a gigabit Ethernet, so you may have a different name for yours. But if you're not sure, what you can do is you can do interface question mark. It'll give you all of your options. And as you can see, mine says gigabit Ethernet. So that's what I'm going to enable on mine. And then I'm going to do, I am wanting to connect up my first port, because that's what I got connected up right now to test this out. You'll have 0/0 or 0/1, and depending on how many you have, the number will change. Now, since we're in gigabit 00, we're going to give it a IP address, because I am doing it wrong. Address, and then we're going to go, so this is going to be connecting to my outside router, so I want to give it a 10.0.0.5. Then we'll do a subnet mask. That will connect that up to the outside world for me. Now we want this to come up, so what we're going to do next is no shutdown. It should bring this up, and there it goes. So we can test it. Now we're going to get out of that port. Now what we want to do is we're going to set up a loopback. And this will be 0. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go IP address, and we will give this, I want it to be on the internal network that I'm going to be setting up. So I want the router interface to be 1, so we will give this 2. Now we will exit. Now what we need to do is set up routes, so this Cisco knows how to route your information. There are several ways you can do this. Now let's see, how do I want to do this? So what we need to do is, how do I want to set this up? Yeah, I could simply tell, I mean, for testing purposes, everything's working. I could go IP, or wait, I need to go back into config terminal. There we go, IP route. We simply just do this. 0/0/0/0/0/0/0, and throw everything out. Your gateway that you set up, like 0.0. What did I do? Was it 5? Invalid next hop. Yeah, I want you to go. Okay. There we go. Can I get out by IP? Yeah, I can get out by IP. I should. Okay, now I'm going to set up a name server or DNS server in the router so it knows what to use to look things up. Okay, to enable DNS lookup in your router, what we need to do is we need to go into config. Then we need to put IP domain lookup. We need to enable that. Then what we do is we need to put IP name server. And then we could put in like Google's. Then if you want to add more, you can just go name server and say you want to use your local DNS. We can go like 10.0.0.1. Say that's your gateway on your main router or modem. You can put that in there. And then if we want to, we can go out here and we can go ping google.com and it works. I mean, that is your very, very basic setup. There's so much more that you can do in these routers, which what I plan on doing is I'm going to do quality of service in mine. That way to help out with my streaming and helping with the Netflix, make sure everything in the house is getting a good connection but not hogging everything. So that is the setup. Now, one last thing we need to do is to save our configuration. So we want to type in copy running config space startup config. And yes, we want to go to the startup and it's all saved. If you don't do that, if your router restarts, it'll just go back to a blank slate. Thank you for watching.